and we have a process in place to manage migrants at the border.
Yesterday, you repeatedly blamed the Trump administration for what we're seeing at the southern border, but the record crossings have been happening under President Biden.
So you're struggling to process the 2,500 migrants sent to you from Texas. Meanwhile, the El Paso sector of the border sees an average of 1,700 migrants crossing every single day. A record 1.9 million migrants have been apprehended on the southwest border this fiscal year alone. Even if you think what these governors are doing is horrific, it seems like you agree this is a crisis that needs more attention from the Biden administration.
No, I believe it's a crisis that needs more coordination from our country.
Just over a year ago, you tweeted, quote, "New York City will remain a sanctuary city under an Adams administration." What is your message to migrants arriving in the U.S.? Should they still come to New York City?
Well, I think that they should come to any place in the country that they desire their pursuit of the American dream.
Let's talk about the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, because Forbes says this. It was a big part of bringing down cost gasoline. It says, of course, if for some reason we had a true supply emergency and found ourselves needing that oil, it would be looked upon as a terrible decision that we're at a multi-decade low on what's available there. Energy Department spokeswoman says it's not likely we're going to replenish it until likely after fiscal year 2023. Are we putting ourselves in a precarious situation?
I don't think so. I mean, I think this is actually one of the real success stories against that part of inflation, gas prices.
1,300 migrants a day coming to your city. Describe for us the challenge. Do you have the resources you need to deal with this?
Well, the numbers are not 1,300. The numbers are 2 days ago we had almost 2,000. We had a little bit over 1,900. Yesterday we had, the day before yesterday, we had a little bit over 1,500. So the numbers have been continuing to increase, and that's continued the rise, and that's because a lot of the people, and probably about 80% of them, are coming from Venezuela, and that's where a big part of the migrant surge is coming from.
We know consumers are frustrated. They are feeling the pain of this. So let's look forward, because it looks like employers are worried as well. These are some of the headlines on looking at employer freezes, hiring, all these things. The Business Insider on Friday talks about the FedEx boss warning of a worldwide recession, closing stores, freezing hiring, trimming hours, parking planes. Financial Times, Goldman Sachs plans to cut jobs because they say deal making is drying up. Amazon shrinks workforce by 100,000, hiring freezes, layoffs. Above the Law says hiring freezes, stealth layoffs hit top 50 big law firms.
Yeah.
So what are they seeing that the White House doesn't, or are you guys just not willing to acknowledge it?
No, first of all, we're very willing to acknowledge we're very much a fact-based economics team when it comes to all of this.
I think Ron DeSantis and Governor Abbott were right to bring some visibility to this issue. People call what he did cruel. You know what's cruel is ignoring this issue. Democrats are ignoring it, doing nothing.
You pledged during your campaign to keep New York City a sanctuary city. Do you have any concern that policy is attracting more people to the border, more people to cross the border to make that dangerous trip?
No, not at all. This city has always been a sanctuary city, and we've always managed those who wanted to come to New York City to pursue the American dream.
On DeSantis, you were wrong again. You made it up. A lot of people made it up. Folks on Fox, you made it up. I know you wished it happened. Trust me, many of them did, because they want to kill our green energy transition. They want to double down on stupid and continue to drill and actually do more damage and get us more deep in the mess that we created that we're trying to get out of.
And congratulations on your new job, your new role. You'll be leaving us, I guess.
Not yet, though. You've got a few more weeks in me.
Oh boy. Oh gosh.
So don't worry.
Okay.
You just had a pretty impassioned response to these buses of migrants being dropped off. I wonder, what was President Biden's response to that?
I have not spoken to him about this specifically. As you know, we've been busy. He's been busy.